October 19th, 924, District Court, Defendant Lobby number 1. Mr. Wright? Yes? Why do you look so unhappy? Oh, nothing. Really, it's nothing. Right, Mia? Uh-oh, she looks even unhappier.
Phoenix, your client is now practically a dead man walking. Perhaps that's why I feel particularly close to him.
This is no time for dead people jokes, please.
You know, we're going into this trial utterly defenseless. Yet if Mr. Powers is truly innocent, we should be able to find something overlooked in the evidence to prove it.
Something overlooked?
We have to find something, Phoenix, today. It's that or lose the trial.
This isn't going to be easy. And away we go. Order! Court is now in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution is ready, Your Honor. The defense is ready, Your Honor. Very well, Mr. Edgeworth, your opening statement, please. An unexpected fact has come to the attention of the court. Yesterday we learned that there were other people present at the studios. Today I would like to show evidence proving they had nothing to do with the murder. Very well. You may call your first witness, Mr. Edgeworth. I wonder if it'll be that producer. The prosecution calls Mr. Salmonella to the stand. Or that director. Will the witness state his name and... Oops. Will the witness state his name and profession? How rude can you get? You don't know me? I'm the director. I'm a Steel Samurai, noob. Did he just call me a motherfucking noob? Salmonella, I'm a director, television. Were you at Global Studios on the day of the murder? Yes, Your Honor. Deliberations. Careful deliberations. Very well. Please testify to the court about the events of that day.
Phoenix, let's start by picking this testimony apart. If Powers is innocent, you know what that means. Someone in the trailer on that day did it.
Right. She doesn't waste any time putting on the pressure. Well, if she doesn't want to waste any time putting on the pressure, I'm going to. I was at the studios from around 9 that morning. During the morning, I was doing an action scene in run-through. It took a lot more than I thought it would. I heard that everyone else had gone to the employee area. But I had a meeting in Studio 2 later, so I ended up skipping lunch. We were in a meeting until around 4. During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure no one left their shares. That's about it. The time of Mr. Hammer's death was tooth hurty. And according to your testimony, you were in a meeting at the time. Mr. Wright, you may begin your cross-examination. Yes, Your Honor. I was at the studio for 9 that morning. I'm gonna press you. Is that when you always come into work? Oh no. I came in all sorts of hours. It's the industry ways. Yeah, I know all about you freaks in the... I know all about the freaks in your industry. Well, I drank water. It went down through a pipe. And now... I can't talk. Deal. Alright. Still, for what it's worth, I was still pretty busy at work all day. Tell us more about that. During the morning, I was doing an action scene run through in the employee area. That's right. It was a fight scene between the steel samurai and the evil magistrate. Was anyone else at that run through? Oh yeah, that security lady was sitting there watching the whole thing. She was cheering on him, or if you can believe it. She certainly has the lungs for it. Anyone else? Nope, just us four. It took a lot more time than I thought it would. Why did it go on so long? I'm pretty sure you've already heard about this. But WP twisted his ankle during the run-through, see? Alright, that's the limp. Which of course led me to missing my lunch. Roll on floor starving? Is that what that means? Rolling on the floor. Rolling on the floor starving? I hear that everyone else ate lunch in the employee area. What exactly did they have for lunch? T-bone steak. The assistant cooked some up. Come to think of it, there was a plate with some bones on it in the employee area. Everyone else, meaning that the witness did not eat with them. But I had a meeting in the studio Tuesday, so I ended up skipping lunch. So in the end, you didn't get to eat? Yeah, no steak at least. Can you believe it? That must have been tough.
Phoenix!
Yeah?
Doesn't something about that seem odd to you?
It's contradictory. He said he didn't eat before. Yeah, it does seem odd now that you mention it. Mr. Manella?
What do you want?
When I went to Studio 2, I saw something on the table there. There were 2 plates, the same kind of plates as the ones in the employee area. Who ate lunch there?
No, good call. I was embarrassed, so I didn't mention it.
But I did eat after all. A T-bone steak, you mean?
Yeah, well, I mean, the assistant went through all that trouble. I brought it to the trader, thinking I could eat it later.
Clearly a man who likes to eat. I'd suspect as much. So when exactly did you eat it?
We took one break during that meeting. I wolfed it down, then...
A mental image I will carry with me to my grave. Wait a second. If they took a break in that meeting, that contradicts his testimony. I'll press on that one a bit more.
We were in the meeting until around 4.
What were you discussing?
The steel samurai sword in our budget. Get this, the sponsor turned to me and said, Mr. Manella, those strict reserves are not appropriate for children. Can you believe it?
Actually, I kind of can. So nobody left the table during the whole meeting?
During the meeting, well, I'm pretty sure nobody left their chairs.
You didn't take a single break?
Well, yeah, not a one.
What's he sweating so much about, I wonder? If only I had an idea. But I do have an idea, because I literally just said a second ago. Wait a second. Maybe I do have an idea. Press harder. Wait a second. Mr. Manella, you've just contradicted yourself. Didn't you just tell the court that you ate the T-bone steak during our break?
Oops. On the floor laughing.
Well? Mr. Manella, what's this all about?
Well, yeah, I guess we did take a little break.
Phoenix, great job. If they took a break, one of them could have gone to the studio during that time.
Your Honor, I call on the witness to testify to the court about this break. Very well. Give me a break. Give me a break. Give me a piece of that Kit Kat bar. Uh-oh. Edgeworth is laughing. The break.
Yeah, we took a break. But it's only 15 minutes. 15, that's only 13 and big 12. Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1. That's only just enough time to eat a T-bone steak if you ask me.
Well, I would say that nobody asked you. Deliberations. Careful deliberations taking place. I don't think it would even be enough time for that, but that's just me. Very well, you may begin the cross-examination. Cross-examination. Yeah. What time exactly did you take this break?
I'd say it was from around 2:30 or so until 2:45.
2:30. That's about the time of death. So he could have gone to Studio 1, killed Hammer, and come back. I guess it's possible, time-wise.
But it's only 15 minutes. 15, that's it, only 15 big trip.
What were you doing for those 15 minutes?
Eating my T-bone steak. What else?
There were 2 plates on that table.
Oh right, the other one was D. Vasquez's plate.
D. Vasquez, the producer. To eat a T-bone steak in 15 minutes, that's quite a feat.
Not enough time for someone to say commit murder in Studio 1, lol.
Why is that? Haven't we had enough of this pointless line of questioning? Your Honor, the testimony to this point has made one certain fact painfully clear. The people in the trailer had nothing to do with this murder. It was impossible for any of them to go to Studio 1. What? Something wrong, Mr. Wright? Surely you aren't suggesting one of the people in the trailer went to Studio 1. Well, Mr. Wright.
Phoenix, this is critical. Think about it before you give your answer.
Do you claim someone from the trailer went to Studio 1? You know, I don't think they could have. Because there was a monkey. You know, there was a monkey in the road. I want to defend my client, but you know, that monkey. I don't want to write it off. I don't want to write off so many possible suspects, but I can't keep claiming the impossible either. I agree that it was impossible for anyone in the trailer to go to the studio in that time. Ha ha! I thought you might be thoughtlessly treading on thin ice again. But I see you had at least an inkling of the truth. What do you mean, Mr. Edgeworth? It's quite simple. True, the break in the trailer meeting came right at the time of death. However, the path from there to the scene of the crime was blocked. The fallen Mrs. Monkeyhead barred the way. At around 2:15, a strong gust of wind knocked off the studio mascot's head. Ergo, when the people in the trailer took a break at 2:30, the way to the studio was blocked. Blocked by Mrs. Monkey's severed head. It's actually Mr. Monkey, but Edgeworth has a point. And somehow, I feel no desire to correct him. I believe we have seen enough evidence. I would like to relieve Mr. Manella from the stand. What? It's over? Order. Very well. The court's opinion on this case is as follows. We have found that there were several other people in Studio 2 on the day of the murder. However, it's also clear that none of these people could have gone to Studio 1. They therefore have no relation to this case. Furthermore, with regards to the photo of the Steel Samurai, given the size of the costume, no one other than Mr. Powers could have worn it that day. And that is lacking, and all that is lacking is decisive evidence that he is the one who did it. If we had that, I'm afraid I would have to find Mr. Powers guilty. Your Honor, the prosecution is pleased to announce that we indeed have decisive evidence. A witness. Who is this witness, Mr. Edgeworth? My witness saw the very moment when the Steel Samurai skewered the victim. Order! I will have order! I will have supreme order in my court. Don't fuck with me. I am judge, jury, and executioner. Court is adjourned for recess. What do we do now, Mia? If everyone in the trailer has an alibi.
I'm sorry, Phoenix. I guess I was wrong.
But Mia, don't tell me you're giving up. If you give up, what hope do I have? He said hope.
Don't get me wrong. I've never given up on a trial before, not while there was a chance. Only one thing became clear in your cross-examination. The people in the trailer could not have gone to Studio 1. I thought there was more to it than that, but I was wrong. That's all there is.
What's going to happen to me? It kinda seems like everyone in the courtroom thinks I did it. They think I'm a murderer.
Don't worry, Mr. Powers. If you are innocent, we will prove it. I guarantee it. Leave it to us and be yourself. Be strong. You are the Steel Samurai, hero to children everywhere after all.
Thanks.
Okay, Phoenix. This one's for the kids. Let's do it.
Alright, this one's for the kids. Bet you their witness is that kid. Ring my gavel. Order. Court is back in session for the trial of Mr. Will Powers. The prosecution has a concern. As our witness is a grade schooler of tender years and this is a murder case, we worry that the defense might cause unnecessary trauma with his cruel questioning. Nice to see Edgeworth taking the moral high ground. However, we have no choice. The prosecution calls Cody Hackins to the stand. Your Honor, perhaps you could arrange a box for him to stand on? Oh, right. Guard, please bring him a box. One of those donut crates should do. Donuts. Will the witness state his name and grade in school? Witness?
What? You just cause you're all grown up don't mean you can push me around.
Cody, answer his question, okay?
Hey, it's you, the nice lady. I'm Cody Atkins. I'm in 2nd grade.
I get the feeling this is going to be a long, long day. Mr. Edgeworth, please remember that you're speaking to a child. Try to be gentle. Witness, Cody. He's having trouble with this gentle thing. You were present, you were at the Global Studios on the day of the incident.
You got a problem with that?
Please tell us what you saw that day.
Well, Pops, you want me to tell you? And Gramps with the beard over there?
I prefer bearded, a very long day. Incidentally, photographic equipment is strictly forbidden in this courtroom. My apologies, Your Honor. He said he wouldn't testify if he couldn't bring it. I'd like special permission if that's possible. Wait, so you're saying you had to bargain terms with a kid and you lost?
Hey, I just got this new camera. Don't really know how to use it all that good yet. But I bring it with me wherever I go.
Phoenix, I wonder if he had that camera on the day of the murder. You better make a note of it in the court record.
Very well, Cody. Please testify to the court about what you saw the day of the incident.
I wanted to see a Steel Samurai rehearsal just once. I found a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
They had the internet back then?
I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes. When I came out of the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. It totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy. Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Bow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell you. Anyway, I couldn't get into the studio, so I went home.
Very well. The defense may begin its cross-examination. But be gentle. Remember, you're talking to a child. This kid is tougher than most adults we see in here, honestly. Alright, well, I'm confused. Did he just imply that he saw the Silver Samurai getting killed, like, outside of the studio? So I had a map on the internet and went to the studios that day.
I went through the woods off the path so that old lady wouldn't catch me, see? I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost on the way though, for about 30 minutes.
You got lost in the woods?
Yeah, I couldn't figure out which way I was walking. Man, I was relieved when I saw the blue studio doors. But guess what happened next? When I came out by the studio, there was the Steel Samurai. Totally rocked. Right before my eyes, out came the bad guy.
What sort of bad guy was it?
A guy, a person, kinda tall, skinny.
Are you sure it was a guy?
I don't know. He was kinda far away.
Huh. He's being awfully vague.
Of course, the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow!
What happened to the bad guy? Huh?
Well, he kinda didn't move. Not a bit. Like he was dead. I guess he's a real pro. What a great actor.
Yes, I suppose he was. If you had your camera, you mean you weren't carrying your camera then?
No, I wasn't. It's not like I have it all the time.
Really? I guess seeing the killing freaked him out and he went home.
Phoenix, remember, he's a child. Use gentle words, but be firm.
Easy for you to say. Hold on, let me check some stuff out. Cody always carries it, though he's still learning how to use it. Yeah,
So I went through the woods off the path so that Lee wouldn't catch me. I was going for the studio. I got kinda lost for about 30 minutes when I came out by the studio where there was the Steel Samurai. Totally rocked, but right before my eyes came out the bad guy. Of course the Steel Samurai took him down. Pow! If I had my camera with me, that would have been the time for a shot, I tell ya.
Cody, what you just said seems, well, a little strange. Didn't you say before that you always bring your digital camera wherever you go? You were quite clear about that. Cody, you shouldn't lie here. You understand that, right? Mr. Wright, a word with you? Uh-oh, I guess I was putting the pressure on too much. What is this digital Oh my gosh. What is this digital camera contraption you're talking about? It's, a digital camera, Your Honor. It's kind of a new sort of camera. How do I explain that? I see. Anyway, Cody, I can't believe you wouldn't bring your camera on a trip to the studios. You did bring it, didn't you?
Dumb.
Mr. Wright, how cruel you are to terrorize a poor child so. I don't care if he's a child or a prosecuting attorney, no one should lie in court. What do you mean, or a prosecuting attorney? Well, Cody?
What? Yeah, so I had my camera. So what? You got a problem with that?
So you did have a camera. And did you use this camera?
Why would I use it? I was too busy watching.
Very well. Please testify to the court about what you were so busy watching.
Yeah, I had my camera with me. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it. The Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham! Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai rules.
Is that all? Well, that was brief. Mr. Wright, your cross-examination. I don't really know what to do with this one. I'm just gonna keep pressing him, I guess.
Yeah, I had my camera with me.
So why didn't you use it? He's getting to that. Relax and listen.
I didn't use it because I was too busy watching the real thing. But I was glued to the action. I couldn't take my eyes off it.
So you were watching the Steel Samurai. Did you watch the whole fight?
Yeah, of course.
You didn't turn away? Not even once?
No.
Okay then, tell us exactly what happened.
Yeah, I'm getting to that. Steel Samurai, he goes for the bad guy. Wham!
So the bad guy attacked him first?
Yeah.
What sort of person was this bad guy?
I told you, a person. He was a person.
How was he dressed?
I kinda don't remember. I was too busy watching the Steel Samurai.
I see. And what happened next?
Then the bad guy stopped moving. He's so strong, the Steel Samurai moved. Okay.
Why? Huh?
What do you mean, why?
Why wasn't the bad guy moving?
Well, because the Steel Samurai brought him to justice.
And how exactly did he do that?
How did he do it? With a samurai kick, and a samurai punch, samurai chop, samurai slap, something like that.
He's still being vague about this.
What? Don't give me that look, Pops.
How should I play this? Cody.
What?
Something's bothering me. Before you said that you couldn't take your eyes off the action.
Yeah? So what?
Yet you missed the most important part. What is the meaning of this? The witness has stated what he saw quite clearly. You know as well as I do that he's being vague. Tell me what kind of murderer uses a samurai slap. Ugh. My point is this. Cody, you may have seen some of the Steel Samurais fight, but you missed the most important part, the killing blow. Order in the court. Mr. Wright, how could this be? Could you explain how he might have missed something so vital?
That's the thing.
Phoenix, I believe you're on the right track with this. Think, why didn't Cody see the climax of the fight? I know you can figure this out.
Mr. Wright, your answer? We've ascertained that this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why couldn't he watch the climax of the fight? He couldn't watch it. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Huh. Maybe because he was... Here's my proof. Proof? This doesn't prove anything, does it? Ha! Lost your nerve, have you? Very well. I ask you the question again. We've ascertained this young boy is a great fan of the Steel Samurai. Why wouldn't he watch the climax of the fight? This is annoying. Your Honor, I have evidence. Evidence? Yes, Your Honor. Why did Cody look away from the fight? The time of death was 2:30. Caused by spear to the chest. That's what we know from the autopsy report. There's the samurai spear. A break in the shaft has been mended with duct tape. Yes, it still hasn't been rendered relevant. Found on a table in the employee area, the label. Sleeping pills. Maybe that fell in his way from where he was standing. A new digital camera. He's still learning how to use it. Yeah, he is still learning how to use it, is he not? Let's try this. Here's my proof. What's that? The camera? The witness stated that he recently received this camera. Yes, I'm aware of that. He wasn't entirely familiar with its operation. I'm aware of that too. Ah! Correct. Why would Cody be looking somewhere else at the critical moment? Because he was looking at his camera. He was trying to take a picture.
Hey,
Bullseye.
what's your problem, Pops? You got a thing for picking on little kids?
Pressing, not picking. I like pressing on little kids.
Good job, Phoenix. Cody was lying clearly. Smart of you to realize there was no way he could just stand there watching his hero and not take a picture.
Right. Cody, there was only one reason why you would have looked away from the fight, and that was because you wanted to take a picture. But having just received your camera, you weren't used to using it yet. So you missed the climax of the fight, correct?
Yeah.
Well, Phoenix, I'll bet you anything he's hiding more than that. Have him testify again.
Right. Mia means business. Your Honor, the defense would like to request that Cody Hackins testify once more. But very well. Cody, could you please tell us about your camera? And about why you didn't take a picture of the fight? Welcome to the real world, kid.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. The Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open up in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yup.
Anything strange in that testimony? I'm not sure. But I'd like to proceed with the cross-examination. I noticed something a little bit off. Yeah, you're right, Pops. He escaped from the clutches of the evil villain. So you did see the beginning of the fight.
Yeah.
Did you notice anything unusual?
Well, I guess the Steel Samurai was moving a little strange.
Moving strangely.
So I held up my camera to take a picture, but the lens wouldn't open up in time, so I missed it. That's all that happened, yep.
That's all?
Yeah, I told you I didn't take a picture.
I would have once I got the lens open. Did he really not take a picture? Not even one? Nah, he definitely would have taken a picture. There's gotta be something here I can use. Cody. Listen up, Cody Hackins. I don't know exactly what happened that day. You took a picture.
Hey.
Bullseye.
How do you know?
I see through all of your lies, Cody Hackins. It's one of my powers.
Wow.
This feels great.
Yeah, I took a picture.
Perhaps you can change your testimony to reflect this, Cody?
I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
But you still didn't know how to use the camera. You erased them?
Yeah.
Why would you erase a picture of your beloved Steel Samurai victorious?
Well, you know, why would I want to keep a picture like that?
He's becoming less and less cooperative. I better find a clear contradiction soon, or some solid evidence. How can I pick holes in such a short testimony?
There has to be something. Dig up the dirt, Phoenix. Find out what this kid's all about.
Yeah, you're right, Pops. Steel Samurai had just escaped from the clutches of the villain, so I held up my camera to take a picture. But the lens wouldn't open in time, so I missed it. I took a few shots, but it was too late, so I erased them.
Alright, can I present this thing now? It contains photos of every victory scene in every battle the Steel Samurai has won. Cody.
What? Man, every time you say Cody, you follow it with something bad.
I just wanted to thank you for giving me this the other day.
Oh, right.
What was it you told me then?
I go to every live performance. I always take a picture when the Steel Samurai lands the final blow with Zam. I got them all. I never missed one. A perfect collection.
Cody, did you really get a picture of the Steel Samurai standing victorious over his foe? If you did, I find it hard to believe that you would just erase it. Would you keep it for your album? Mr. Wright, what exactly is this album? It's a bunch of pictures of Kameda, sir. It's quite disturbing, honestly. He likes to Photoshop pictures of the Steel Samurai fighting Kameda. I have a book kind of like that. Don't you find this very odd, Your Honor? Among all these pictures of the Steel Samurai, none were taken that day. Order. Okay? You guys need to stop doing that shit. Mr. Wright, have you an explanation? If the Steel Samurai had just defeated his adversary, I certainly would expect to see a picture of it in this album. Exactly my point, Your Honor.
No way. Phoenix! I think we finally discovered the truth. And what a truth it is.
But, Mia, are we sure about this? Did he actually?
Yes. I'm pretty sure what you're thinking is right. Tell them, Phoenix. Tell them what the truth is.
Mr. Wright, please explain to the court what is going on here. Why was there no picture in the album from the day of the murder? Why would the boy have erased the photos he took? The Steel Samurai lost. I can think of only one reason, Your Honor. The Steel Samurai didn't win. That's why Cody deleted those photos. You mean the Steel Samurai lost? Well, Cody, I'm right, aren't I? Tell the truth. The bad guy defeated the Steel Samurai.
No way, no. It's impossible. The Steel Samurai never loses. He never loses to anyone, ever.
Your Honor, the witness has revealed everything with his words. There was a reason why he lied and told us he didn't take a picture. The same reason he erased his precious photos. For Cody, it was inconceivable that the Steel Samurai could be defeated. However, Cody witnessed the impossible. He saw the Steel Samurai lose. Yet to admit what he saw would destroy everything he believed in. That's why he lied and said the Steel Samurai won. He couldn't handle the truth. Order! I will have order. Supreme order in my courtroom. Cody, is this true? What did you see? Tell the court what you saw. Cody, that day you saw the Steel Samurai lose a fight, right?
Yeah, okay. You're right. The Steel Samurai fell down. Then he didn't move.
Order, for fuck's sake. Order. What kind of stunt are you trying to pull, right? The Steel Samurai was the murderer, not the victim. Yet according to your testimony, your witness's testimony, the Steel Samurai was the one who fell. Mr. Wright, what's going on? Apparently, you have all made a serious error. And I sip. While Edgeworth points his edgy finger and he says a thing such as, and Error? What's this all about? Do you understand what really happened? It's actually quite simple. At the end of the fight, the Steel Samurai fell to the ground and lay still. In other words, the Steel Samurai was not the killer, he was the victim. Don't you see? Jack Hammer was the Steel Samurai. Mumbly, 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 mumbly. Order, order, order. So the Steel Samurai in this photograph, you're saying the man in this costume was the victim? Mr. Jack Hammer. That's what I'm saying, Your Honor. Jack Hammer was present at the action scene run through that morning. Thus he obviously knew about Will Power's foot injury. But wait! Hadn't Mr. Hammer gone to Studio One already? That's what everyone thought. But remember what Miss Oldbag said in her testimony?
On the day of the murder, I arrived at the guard station at 1 p.m. Did I see poor old Hammer? Nope. He'd already gone to the studio before I got back to the guard station.
Mr. Jack Hammer left the employee area after lunch. However, no one saw him going to Studio One, nor was there a picture of him. He waited for Mr. Powers to take a nap in his dressing room, and he snuck into the dressing room and stole the Steel Samurai costume. Why would the victim do such a thing? I don't know.
I get it. I thought that the Steel Samurai was moving strange, so it was a different person inside the suit. Bops.
Me? What?
Actually, there was one piece of data I saved.
Data?
Yeah, a photo on my digital camera.
What? Show us quick.
No way, man. Now if you're gonna look at me like that.
Now.
Snoop. Yeah, this is it.
While looking at this, it's still a little hard to say. I'm afraid that it could be anyone in that costume. Your opinion, Mr. Wright? I agree, Your Honor. This isn't decisive evidence. I'm sorry, this doesn't look like it's the proof we need. I'll give it back.
Wait, Phoenix.
Mia? What?
Look at the photo once more. That's it, Phoenix. The photo is all the evidence you need to win this trial.
What? Your Honor, may I see that photo once more, please? Certainly. I don't see why not.
Phoenix, show him. There's a glaring, decisive inconsistency with the facts as we know them in that photo.
Find the inconsistency in the photo. Could it be the way that he's holding the spear? Like he did, that he's standing on both legs, like, firmly? I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Maybe you want to rethink your case, Mr. Wright. Yes, please, Your Honor. Find the inconsistency in the photo. The fuck is it? Is it here? This it? I think it's here. I just gotta click on every inch of this photo. I still think it's the way his leg is, but like, whatever. Right. This is no time for daydreaming and pointless pontification. Think about your client and us who are forced to listen to your rambling. Mr. Wright, please rethink your position. Find the inconsistency in the photo. I think it's here. You seem to be lacking even more confidence than usual. I suppose that's because I'm not confident about it at all. Dude, I feel like I'm missing like one huge thing. Fucking hell. Is it this? Is it his hair? It's right here. The Steel Samurai? Yes, that's about the only thing in this picture that could be inconsistent. The Steel Samurai is inconsistent with something. Right. This is no time to be daydreaming. God damn it. But like, what about his leg? Like... Alright, so it's not the Steel Samurai himself. Okay, whatever. Is it... Studio? No matter what I point to it, they say it's Steel Samurai. Your Honor, look at this. I see, a gate. Might I draw your attention to the number on the gate? The number? Yes. Well, it's hard to see, but it looks like a 2. Clearly not a 1, Your Honor. Correct? I believe Mr. Edgeworth sees what I'm getting at. But... That's impossible. What's this all about? Please explain so that I might be shocked along with the rest of the court. I use the studio guide map. The body was found here in Studio 1. However, what we do see in this photo... what do we see in this photo taken at the time of the murder? It does not say 1 on that gate in the photo, Your Honor. Here is the true scene of the crime. Here, at Studio 2. I see. That would explain the 2 on the gate in the photo. Your Honor, I find it very significant that the number took place in Studio 2. The path was blocked. So we have heard. So the path was blocked at 2:15. In other words, the victim went to Studio 2 before that time. Yes, I suppose that would be the case. Remember Mr. Salmonella's testimony? Allow me to remind the court. He said,
no one in the trailer was guilty because they could not have gone to Studio 1.
Yet, in actuality, the reverse was true. Only someone in the trailer could have committed this murder. They were the only ones with access to the scene of the crime, Studio 2. As you may recall, this is a trailer in Studio 2. Now on that day, a meeting was held in that very trailer. There was a break in the meeting corresponding to the time of death. During that break, Mr. Salmonella and Miss D. Vasquez were outside eating steak. They were at the scene of the crime. Order! The defense makes the following claims. The scene of the crime was Studio 2. The person that the security guard Miss Oldbag saw was the victim, Mr. Jack Hammer. Mr. Hammer, for some reason, stole a Steel Samurai costume, then he went to Studio 2. This is madness. Jack Hammer is the victim. The victim. Why would he steal a Steel Samurai costume? Are you suggesting he did so to cover up the details of his own murder? Well, no, of course not. Or do you have proof? Give me proof that victim Jack Hammer stole the costume. I have proof. You do? You do, Mr. Wright? Now that they're so surprised suddenly, I'm much less confident. I think I'm right, though. Here's my proof that Jack Hammer stole the costume. This is it. An empty bottle. Medicine bottle. I found this on the table in an employee area. Same table where Mr. Hammers and Mr. Powers ate. The label reads sleeping pills. Sleeping pills? The defendant, Mr. Power, spent the entire afternoon sleeping. He was drugged by Mr. Hammer. Wait a moment. That bottle does raise some suspicion, yes, but there's no proof that Mr. Hammer used it. Your Honor, I have an idea. Fingerprint the bottle? An idea. Very well, let's hear it. I want to check this bottle for fingerprints. If my claim is true, Mr. Hammer's fingerprint should show up on this bottle. I suppose you're right. Very well. The court will take possession of the bottle. Empty bottle given to the judge. This court will suspend proceedings on the current trial for today. Cody Hacker's testimony has revealed new possibilities in this case. In fact, things may have happened very differently than we previously thought. The stale samurai seen by Miss Oldbag may have been the victim, Jack Hammer. The scene of the crime was not Studio 1, but Studio 2. And those in the trailer did have time to commit murder. Mr. Wright? Yes, Your Honor. Your homework is to find the answer to the following question. Why would Mr. Hammer steal the steel samurai costume? Also, who killed him, and why? Find the answers for me by tomorrow. That's a lot of homework. Mr. Edgeworth? You will need to reconsider your stance in this case. Above all, you will need to reconsider your suspicion of Mr. Will Powers. As you say, Your Honor. This trial will be extended until tomorrow. This is the last extension. Holy shit. Very well. Court is adjourned. Christ, that took forever, I feel like. Fuck you guys. This is where we're stopping right now. And they're probably just gonna, do the thing, and they're gonna be like, go here and then go there, and blah blah blah, but yeah, we'll do that later. Phew. And that's where we'll stop for right now. Wow, this is a long game.